Alright, video time. I'm going to be doing a video on predicting every college football game this week. Well, most of them, because there's already been games that were played. But the remaining ones. I guess starting with Louisiana and Arkansas State. I don't really care about these teams. So, I guess I'll just do Arkansas State. I just realized I look up coin flip to do a coin flip for some of these games I don't care about, and I put an X on coin on accident. So I guess we'll just go heads for we'll use it here. We'll use it head for Arkansas State because they're the home team, and tails for Louisiana. All right, heads with Arkansas State. All right, Florida State, NC State. Okay, this is actually, I guess, a game I kind of care about. It's at least a game like Louisiana, Arkansas State. Who cares about that? Florida State, NC State. I mean, it's still not that important because both these teams are, mid-tier ACC teams. But I'll give it to NC State. Florida State sucks. So I'm gonna give it to NC State. UNLV Hawaii. Hawaii beat Stanford in week 1. That's all I remember. So I guess I'll just go UNLV for that. Because I think they only have like one loss. They could potentially. I think they're still technically in the playoff race. No, they're not. It's San Diego State and Boise if like the American completely falls apart. That's not gonna happen though. It's gonna be like out of the American like Tulane or like Tulane, Memphis, or maybe like South Florida. This is a good conference. The American's like actually a good conference. Let's see, Kansas and Iowa State. That's actually not a bad game. I mean, it doesn't really matter for playoffs or anything, but they're evenly matched. I'm gonna go Kansas. I just like trust them slightly more. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna win that. Iowa State's really overrated. I think Kansas kind of was too, but they weren't. They didn't have as many expectations. Let's see. Minnesota, Northwestern. I don't really care. I know Northwestern's not awful this season. They're like 6-3 right now, so pretty good actually for what they usually are. Minnesota, same thing actually. Not bad for what they usually are. I kind of want to go Minnesota. No, I'm gonna stick with Northwestern. Fucking Ohio State. Ohio State's gonna win. They have the easy schedule. They're so overrated. Fuck Ohio State. I hate them. They're so overrated. They suck. Oklahoma, Missouri. That's a good game. Good SEC game. Which is rare this week because Texas A&M and Samford down here. Alabama and Eastern Illinois. Yeah. I'm gonna go Oklahoma. They just beat Bama, so they're also better than Missouri right now. They're also playing for more because Oklahoma is currently playing for a playoff spot. So yeah, Missouri. See, SMU, Louisville. Also a pretty evenly matched game. I'm gonna go SMU. Alright, they're at home. I'm just giving them a slight advantage. I also think they're a slightly better team. I watched the end of that Louisville Clemson game. I think that was last week. Was it last week? I don't remember, but I saw it. It was terrible. They had so many chances to win that game, and they just completely blew it. It was really, yeah, that was bad. Don't even need to talk about this game. Samford and Texas A&M. Yeah, that's not important. Texas A&M is obviously going to win that. I think they're like ranked 3rd and undefeated. And they're playing an FCS team. Tulsa and Army. I don't know anything about. The only thing I know about Army this season is that they lost to Tarleton State, which Tarleton State's like a really good FCS team, so I guess not the worst FCS team to lose to, but still not. That's all I know about them. And I know. Oh no, Tulsa beat Oklahoma State. But that's not saying much because Oklahoma State might as well be a Group of 5 team this season. They are really, really fucking bad. I'll go. I'm picking every single home team. Oh my god. I'm going Army. No, I'm going Tulsa. No, I'm going Tulsa. What am I saying? All right. This one, yeah, Miami's totally gonna beat Virginia Tech. Fuck. I kind of want to pick Delaware over Wake Forest just because I think it'd be fun. And they did almost lose to a Conference USA team this year. They went to overtime with Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State is like better than Delaware. It's also Delaware's first. Delaware's actually doing very well for their first season in FBS, but Wake Forest actually pretty decent. Wake Forest been a lot better than sorry, I was getting my chair. Wake Forest has been better than they usually are this season. So yeah, props to them. Charlotte, are you kidding me? Georgia scheduling Charlotte. And, oh my God, this is just week 13. What are we doing? Whatever. Georgia. Old Dominion. Old Dominion. I hate Georgia, by the way. For context, I have 4 college teams. That being North Carolina, Oregon, Florida, and West Virginia. So, seeing as I'm a Florida fan, fuck Georgia. But I mean, I'm gonna make these picks accurate, so I'm not gonna pick Charlotte. I don't know shit about Georgia. Southern Old Dominion. I know Old Dominion kicked Virginia Tech's ass in a game, so not saying much because Virginia Tech's pretty much on the same level as like Oklahoma State, but you know, give them something. Washington State, James Madison for sure. They're currently ranked, and technically have a low percentage chance at the playoffs because, again, same thing with like Boise State, San Diego State. If the American falls apart, they could make it out of the Sun Belt. They have a really good resume, so you know. BYU, Arizona. Again, I don't really care about these two teams. I guess we'll go Arizona there. Mercer. Auburn's playing Mercer. Okay. Ooh, actually, Missouri State, Kennesaw State. You know, that's a pretty good for a Conference USA game. That's pretty damn good. Go Kennesaw State. I know they're like pretty solid right now. Which is really impressive for their second season in FBS. And they have a really good shot at that conference. Skip over this one. Alabama. Why are you playing Eastern Illinois in Week 13? Ball State, Toledo. I know Toledo has a good shot at the MAC conference game, title game. So go Toledo there. And Ball State. I don't know anything about them, but I'm sure they suck like they usually do. Wyoming and Nevada. Do a coin flip for this one. All right, Wyoming. Marshall, App State. Again, I'm doing a coin flip for that. All right, Marshall. UConn, Florida Atlantic. Definitely picking UConn. UConn is like 8-3, something like that. I'm pretty sure they're 8-3. They are good. They should be. I don't know why they're not in the conference. I guess because they're in the Big East in basketball, but I don't know. I still think they should be. I think like the MAC would probably fit them. Yeah. Liberty, Louisiana Tech. Actually, Louisiana Tech. Yeah. In Houston, Middle Tennessee. Oh my God! What a shit game. Oh my goodness, that's bad. I don't think they've won a game. Middle Tennessee's only won like 1 or 2. No, I'll go Sam Houston to get a win. Ooh, South Florida, UAB. I mean, UAB already upset Memphis, so maybe they get South Florida. You know what? I'm picking UAB for the upset right there. Next, go State and UTEP. Who cares? Who cares about that? Alright, it lands on heads a lot. I feel like that's not actually a 50-50 coin flip. Jacksonville State, FIU. Jacksonville State. My chair is so loud, that's why I wasn't sitting in it at the start of the video. Syracuse and Notre Dame. Notre Dame, obviously. North Carolina, like I said, one of my teams, and they're playing fucking Duke. I know realistically North Carolina's gonna get their ass kicked because Duke was technically in the ACC, was technically in the running for the ACC title game. So until they lost last week, I don't remember who they lost to, but they did lose. Oregon, like I said, they're one of my teams. They have to win this game. This game is the game of the week. It's the game of the week for me, and I think probably the game of the week for most people. So, yes, let's go Ducks. We got this. All my other teams suck too, so I really need them to win. I don't like how it doesn't have the rankings here. I feel like that would have been a good touch. Southern Miss. I'm bringing back out the Zoin. Tails. That goes Southern Miss. Okay, Arkansas and Texas. Texas. I don't really have to explain that. I mean, Arkansas is just destined to never win a conference game. Even Mississippi State won a conference game against them this year. East Carolina, UTSA. We're bringing back out the coin. You know what? I'm live in and am from North Carolina, so we'll pick East Carolina. Also, their logo looks pretty cool. I really like their colors and their logo. And their mascot, Pirates, pretty unique. I like it. Iowa, Michigan State, Iowa, Vandy. Those two are easy. They're just these two teams are better than these two teams. Tulane, just better than Temple, and they got something to play for too. They could make the playoffs. Georgia State and Troy. Bring it back out the coin. Let's see. All right, that will be Georgia State. Oklahoma State. I mean, I've been talking about how shit Oklahoma State is. I mean, UCF isn't good. They're not good, but they're certainly better than Oklahoma State. Why is it that color? TCU and Houston. Actually, a pretty good game. I'm gonna go with TCU for the upsets right there. Don't trust Houston. TCU. I don't know. I just feel it. Like, I feel like that'll work. Houston can be inconsistent, you know, as you see with the game against West Virginia. And TCU, I feel like, have been a pretty decent team throughout the year, and they've shown potential. So I'm gonna go TCU for the upset there. With a double M battle right here. Michigan and Maryland could be okay, but Maryland always sucks in conference play. We'll give it to Michigan. Kansas State and Utah. Kansas State, complete disappointment this year. Like, what the fuck? Utah. It's Coastal Carolina over South Carolina. Alright, I'm gonna pick South Carolina, but I will talk shit to South Carolina for a second. How the fuck do you blow a 27-point lead? I mean, I know it's against, like, the number 3 team in the country, undefeated, but still, holy shit. You had a 27-point lead. You were up 30-3, and you fucking blew it. You didn't score a single point in the second half, which even a field goal, even a safety would have won them the game because they lost 31-30. They lost by 1 point. Like, damn, I don't even know. That's bad. That was really bad. I was kind of expecting it to, because South Carolina has done that in the past this season, where they just have a huge lead and they blow it. I was thinking when they had an early lead at the beginning, I was like, okay, well, they're probably gonna blow it. But once they got up to 27-3, I was like, okay, there's no way they blow this. Once they got up to 33 at halftime, I was like, okay, they're definitely gonna keep this, and they didn't. All right. Anyway, Clemson, Furman beats Furman, obviously. Again, I don't think you should be allowed to schedule FCS teams in Week 13. Texas State for that. I don't really know. I guess we'll go to New Mexico. Boise. Actually, might not be terrible. I don't think Colorado State's awful. Ooh, Georgia Tech and Pitt could be a good game. I'm going to go with Pitt. You know, obviously. Said I'm a West Virginia fan. Don't like Pitt, but I don't know. I just have a feeling they're gonna win that game. Penn State, Nebraska. I'm gonna go Nebraska. Penn State's been in shambles this whole season. So I guess Nebraska. North Texas and Rice. Oh yeah, I forgot North Texas is good. Yeah, them. Cal and Stanford. Who cares? I'm gonna do a coin flip for this game. Heads. Stanford. Oh, I really think Cal's gonna win that. Cal is definitely better. Nope. You know what? The coin said Stanford. I'm picking Stanford. Florida. I mean, I have to pick Florida. At the very least, you know it'll be close. I cannot stand watching Florida football this year. It is awful. They will be so close to beating really good teams every week, and they just blow it. It's so hard to watch, and it's not even good football being played usually either. It's just, ugh, sucks to watch. I hate it. I hate it. I'm always super pissed off after every Florida game. I cannot fucking stand it. Alright, Illinois and Wisconsin. We'll go Illinois. Wisconsin's really bad. Western Kentucky, LSU. Like, come on. Why are you able to schedule that late? Colorado and Arizona State. Arizona State. Colorado sucks. I don't like Dion. Cincinnati. Okay, that's BYU. Really good. BYU, Cincy. That's a really good game. Give it to BYU. I think they definitely got that. They've been really solid this whole season. They're also playing for a playoff spot right now. They're gonna be locked in for Cincinnati. Wow, these whatever. Need a coin flip for Utah State and Fresno State. Fresno State. Okay. San Jose State and San Diego State. San Diego State is pretty solid and technically playing for a playoff spot right now, so we'll go with them. And Washington at UCLA. We will go Washington on that. I feel like UCLA kind of has an upset chance, but I think it might be close, but I don't think that UCLA will win that. Alright, that's my predictions for the week. First time I've done this. I did not know about this website until today, so this is pretty cool, actually. There's this website here. There's like predictions for like on like ESPN, but they don't show every game. So this is kind of cool. I'll try to do this next couple weeks. There's only a couple weeks left, but still, I'll do it for that. All right, video done.